Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Throwing is Mahomes on third. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Packers are going to get
and that, my friend, is a clink.
The INT on the game's opening drive. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 38.
That's toxicity.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action. Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Looking deep for Adams. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 53 yards. 1st and goal. A chance to convert that early turnover into points.
What you do?
Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
He's gonna go out of the way. Anything happens in football. Shit. Look at that shit.
Down inside the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback
gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. Anything happens in the terror
doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He hit me as soon as that fucking ball was going to come on, man. I needed that ball to have all the speed it was going to have to get there.
And down inside the 15 he goes. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
Ooh, back.
He'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Strong man.
That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Throw left side.
Damn, I had to get there. I had to get there. If I didn't get there, it's going to be what it is right now.
Mike Burton. A touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Bro said he is not losing on broadcast.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Here's Butker on the kick.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
It was working just fine. Defense played better than the offense did that last play.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Rodgers throw taken in by Adams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
I was getting, hey, you see me? I was getting in my shit. I was go deep. I wish NFL Streets was still out, man. Man, that used to be my shit. Running off walls.
Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out.
I missed the kick because I kicked it without a win in there.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I'm cool with that.
Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about. But I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Mahomes.
Ooh, I jumped that road. They hold me.
Down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good job defensively to hold back to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Yeah.
Incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. Here we go with Williams.
Got him. We knew what it was.
Going anywhere.
We're going to go to old Bears base 3-4, man. We're going to shut that middle down real quick. Give me that fucking ball back. Clink, clink. I got to get a touchdown.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost.
Oh
if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him down, says the side judge. And it's good enough for a 1st down. Devontae Adams, 78 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
We back in.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
Back the fuck in.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. He'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
You heard, you know.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. They'll let this go for the end zone.
Oh, get on his ass. Oh, get on his ass.
This is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Cut that out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
No pressure on him, man.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Put a little pressure on him. Get that ball out of there quick.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35. Now it's Mahomes again. A quick slant to Hill. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. He will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire taking it in from the 20. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Butker on for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Oh, yeah.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers.
Oh, he landed on too far. God damn.
Stop him at the line on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Mahomes now on 1st down. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. To throw again on second down. Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Touchdown. It's complete. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Maybe I should have been paying attention.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Good defense.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Looking deep for Adams. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, this offense, yeah, they keep wanting more and more and more, but they kind of got to be careful here, CD. I mean, we're still in the third quarter. This game isn't over yet.
I would agree with you there because while they've had all kinds of success and hit on some deep balls like this, the one thing they can't do is start to get loose with the...
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well behind the sticks here with a second and 18. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He hits Adams, complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Rodgers. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Throwing now is Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The ball resting on the 20. Here's second and 6. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now Rodgers. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Rodgers going to throw. He holds it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Good plays. Good fucking plays. I had to think a little bit.
Here's Crosby to kick it away.
That plays in a while, man.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Mahomes now to throw. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. That's to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Ooh, wee!
And all the way in for a Kansas City. And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
He hit that bitch as hard as he can every time.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected.
I know I have somebody else wide open, but I'm trying
this defense
that
is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away. There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And here's Rodgers on the return. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And my goodness,
this nigga snatched
interception. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
On play action, it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than
He definitely let me down, man. One-on-one coverage.
Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage. They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Rodgers, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They can.
Bro, he has let me down time and time again.
Well, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Mahomes to throw once more. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now here's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They go play fake. Mahomes. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire able to take it in from 1 yard out. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And it's complete to Adams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. There's more where that came from, my money is silly. I feel it envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here, game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Justin
I don't
Herbert
think Justin Herbert that good, man.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Palmer.
He consistent,
and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So
I don't know if he did enough to get a Super Bowl yet.
Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 24, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Rodgers on the return. And taken down just... Rodgers at their own 21. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Forced out to his left.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1. Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking deep for Adams. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 42 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive. And these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Jones again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking extra point to come. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. No good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Eckler, and he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here is Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll take this one down to the 36. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I'm putting Madden broadcast.
On first down, it's Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
He was somewhere. I think he was back
from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Now it's Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Not going to be caught by Palmer. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Second down, another carry for Jackson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On third down, here's Eckler. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Final shot before break. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action. Ready for the third. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. On the return, Shandon Sullivan. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Say that nigga, what, good ain't getting on, or just...
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On play action, Rodgers. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Rodgers again now. Caught on the right side by Jones. Room here to run. And he gets us from inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now first and 10 at the 11. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper in the territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure on the
For the 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. On play action, now Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will tie the score now at 9 apiece. So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and you get most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all. Whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game, they know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert, and brought in by the tight end Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. He will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense put pressure on top. And sometimes it gets that. You get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. A nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right in midfield. From the 50, here's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. We say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a good one here in a tie-ball game in the 5th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Doing hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. That took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it. They couldn't seal the deal. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
When I start popping my shit, I just did it cause I ain't have shit to do. I've been rapping for 6 months. I'm the first time you got that bitch that went through the roof. Speeding that Broadway, I'm switching lanes in these burgundy Chevy Coupe. I've been working my ass off, ain't no time to sleep. I'm out here making.
Now it's Rodgers. Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
First down, and they stick with Eckler.
Yeah.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defense in front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Potential field goal if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down. He dumps it to Eckler underneath and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On the give, this is Eckler, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
On second down, this is Jackson. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
You're trying to go for the right. The house.
Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there.
No, he here.
Hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
I think he letting his dog out or some shit.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They run with Jackson out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's third and goal at the 1. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
I was going to bring my big.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Rodgers on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw.